Chip and Joanna, the network is here.
Finally.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Guys, I'm just going way back. I remember my first interview with y'all with Fixer Upper. That seems like a lifetime ago.
Wow.
What does this mean to you right now that you're launching your own network? This is Oprah stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It's-
We can't believe it. We are not worthy. This can't be real.
Yeah.
This must be a dream. And I will say that we just are freaking out. We're so excited, but then it's funny when we hear you say, how does it feel? It reminds us that this is in fact real.
Yeah.
And then it makes us kind of scared. We're kind of, we're nervous
I
and
think
worried.
we've been working so hard for the last 2 years on just developing and kind of creating all of these shows that you're our heads down, just working and doing the work to launch a network. And now that it's here, it's so hard for us to actually we actually have a network.
Do you feel frightened? Yes or no? True or
I
false?
mean, I think all risk has a little bit of fright in there, right? I think.
I felt so confident up till now, and now I
stop.
feel frightened.
Well, stop.
What's the goal with the programming? What kind of stories? What kind of shows?
Yeah.
Yes. Authenticity. That seems like a catchphrase, and I hate to use it in a trite way, but it's just like real people doing real things that I think when people see that the way the production company puts together the real couple doing this the real people doing this real experience, I think that was the unique reality about Fixer Upper. It was a couple from a place that you felt familiar with, even though everybody obviously doesn't feel traditionally familiar with Waco, Texas per se. It's the idea that it's their hometown. It's their place where they feel familiar and comfortable. And so, for us, it's just, we want to really highlight people that are out doing amazing things. And in a lot of cases, this was something that sort of happened. We weren't looking for people, quote unquote, that were taking risks. But as we started evaluating these opportunities, we were like, man, these are risk takers. These are folks laying it all out there, trying to create a dream that could or couldn't come to fruition. And to see that is inspiring even to Joe and I. As we watch these episodes now, we think to ourselves, we can do it. We are so excited about the future because we're watching these people take these really amazing risks. And I think that that's probably going to be a vein throughout the network. The risks, the authenticity, I think those are going to be the things that'll be the takeaways.
Joanna, is this network hair that Chip's got? I mean, I feel like he could you could go the mun.
My girls really do play with his hair, and now his hair is longer than Ella's.
Joe at night. This is what happens at night. And
You
I'm
wish.
like, Joe, quit it.
Not me.
We've got 5 children. Let go.
But I it's kind of his wild, free, adventurous side, which is huge. So I think this matches his personality.
And I've never had long hair, so for me, it's like I've got all these little odd bucket lists that I want to say before I die. I did this and I did that. Long hair was one of them.
Right.
So
How long are we going? How are we going?
I think
up.
This is about it. I think we've reached the maximum length here, somewhere in this ballpark. But I will say the pandemic had a lot to do with this, because like with lots of people across the world, it's like you couldn't go to the barber in a traditional sense. So I just started letting it go, and then I really let it go. And now looking back, I've got some regrets.
This is why I watch everything y'all do. It's this dynamic that we love right here. I'm thinking about your 18th wedding anniversary, the 5 kids, all the success, all the fame that's come. Has there ever been a moment for the 2 of you where you thought you were going to throw in the towel or that you couldn't do it?
One thing that I would say is our superpower is that Joe and I are not quitters. I mean, throwing in the towel is not something that honestly ever even comes to mind. And I would say that happened pretty early in our relationship, where we just thought, it's interesting that divorce or leaving one another is not really an option for us. And so somehow that little foundation has definitely served us well, because things have definitely been challenging. We're not perfect, and we have issues and trials and errors just like anybody. But I would say that it's funny when you say throwing in the towel. In fairness, I would admit if we had considered that along the way, but relationally we're in it for forever. It'll never not this will never be a gossip mag, that we don't make it. That's how it ends. And I can kind of see the end of that story. And then when I think about difficult things that we've done, and I would say the real estate crisis of kind of like 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, it didn't hit Waco till a little bit later. So it's a little bit of an extended period that I'm referring to. But, you know, that crisis, Joe and I had multiple opportunities to quit and throw in the towel, and that was just not in our DNA. And so now I think we've taken that and realized that, you know, it's like you can't ever lose if you don't quit. And Joe and I keep showing up day after day, and sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not, but we keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Joanna, tell me about the engagement ring when he tried to up it. He tried to give you a new one, and what happened? And why did you want to keep the old?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I love that. He
It
wanted to.
It is a crappy
No,
diamond.
it's not.
It's
He had a smaller budget. Obviously, that was
Yeah.
when we, you know, he had all
Whatever,
these
my
businesses
budget-
that
my-
weren't making money.
My
at the
budget
time.
was whatever I could borrow from my mother.
Basically.
Bless her heart, who was like, Chip, I don't have any money either. You know, where am I going to get it? I was like,
So the
somebody's got to come
diamond
up with the money.
Isn't the highest quality diamond, but like I care. To me, it's the story of a guy working his butt off so I could get this ring. And so I don't even remember what year it was. He just said, hey, I want to upgrade your diamond to something that's almost flawless, like this perfect diamond. That could be our beautiful anniversary kind of story.
It was very fancy.
And I said, don't touch my diamond. This reminds me of just like for us, we
Wow.
always go back and say, where did we start? What was the heart and the intention of that? And to me, this is where it started. It was Chip working his butt off for something that meant the world to him. And so I'd never want to change it.
I think it should be more appropriately said, Chip working his butt off for something that was pretty crappy.
No, I love
No?
my diamond.
Oh,
I'm the same over here. I love y'all's banter and where it goes. And when I think back to Fixer Upper before the fame came, how has it affected both of you?
Wow. You know, it's felt like such a whirlwind. It's hard for us when we watch like the first, even just the opening thing of Fixer Upper, and we see just how young our kids were, how young we were,
Yes.
and kind of how naive we were. We didn't know what was coming out on the other side of this. We really
Mhm.
thought Waco will watch our show. Hopefully they'll love it and support us, but we never thought it'd go any further than that. So for now to be sitting here and thinking, oh my gosh, we're launching a network, like it's felt like a whirlwind of opportunity, of just a lot of amazing things. But I also know there's parts of us that we crave feeling normal. We love these moments with our kids at home. Like home for us is a place where we recharge, we refuel. That's where we ground ourselves. So I think just always having that balance of making sure that we feel normal in the ways that bring us the most life, that's happening. That's what I think really helps us get through, you know, anything that's on the other side of this.
absolutely.
You have the best kid names for your kids. Who picks out the names? And could we just go for 6? Let's just Brady Bunch it
Thank you.
in one family.
Chip, I think it's meant to be.
I know.
Such a
It's
brat.
not meant to be. I'm exhausted
But-
and I'm spent and I'm out of gas.
I'm the one that'll have to do all the work, and I feel great.
Jeez,
Have we thought of a name? I love your names.
Prove-
Oh, I always have names.
Wait,
but
but do answer the question. So I came up with the name Drake.
he named
True or false?
Drake.
Okay, so true. I
He
came up
named-
with Drake.
Ella.
Did I?
Yeah, I wanted Elle, and you liked Ella. So I was like, oh, I like Ella. That was
Okay.
great.
Wait, L like L McPherson?
Yes.
Ooh, what an idiot not to go for that. What was I
I
thinking?
don't know. But
Okay.
we kind of go back and forth. And
Alright.
then, well, Duke, of course, John Wayne, MEK.
Wait, did I name all 3 of them?
You get your way. That's why if I can at least have the babies, you can name them.
But wait, what about MEK? Who
you
named
can
her?
name baby number 6.
Who
Just let me-
named MEK?
We both did, because MEK Carter is part his name, part my family name.
All right.